Today I continue learning another clip from Friends, the Princess Leia fantasy. In this, the clip begins with a chat between Rachel and Ross when Rachel wants to discuss about some fantasy type thing in sex. In sex life, some couples like to dress up themselves in the famous people or the famous characters or some uh, characters on movies so they can inspire some new experience for the partner. And at first, Ross is shy, I think. So he said that he has no such thing. For Rachel, he wants Ross into the Navy uniform. And after that, Ross shared that there is a scene in Return to Jedi, a movie from America, movie, an American movies, for Star Wars movies, and there's a scene that the princess, her name I think Leia, she dressed up in the gold. She was dressed up in the gold bikini, and this is huge because she turns from a princess to a woman, and that moment really turned Ross on, and he feel it's very, in his opinion, it's very sexy. So Rachel tries to discuss with Phoebe about that, and she tries to do that at the end of the clip, and Ross background music background like it's very funny. So let's dive into the clip and learn. Honey, I was wondering, as you saw, used by Rachel, honey is a term of endearment. That is a loving word used for calling the people you are close with. Similarly to dear or sweetie, it's almost used to address your partner or a child. Do you still have that Navy uniform? Navy, the part of a country's armed forces that fights at sea and the ships that it uses. The expression I was wondering, I used to ask someone politely if they would like or accept doing something. More generally, you can also use it to show your curiosity, interest about something. Navy refers to the part of a country's armed forces. For example, the US Navy that is trained to operate at sea. In the scene, Rachel is asking Ross if he still has a Navy uniform he had rented previously. No, I had to return it to the custom place. We often use place to refer to a certain shop or restaurant in a vague way. Have you tried that new burger place? So a custom place would refer to a store when you can rent pie costumes. I think I have an old band uniform from high school. Here Ross is talking about a uniform he would wear to perform with the school's marching band. Very common in high schools and universities in the United States, and that mostly performs few shows at sporting events. You remember not having sex in high school, right? Students who are in the school band are generally taught as not cool or popular, so most women would probably not find a band uniform very sexy. Well, honey, what about you? What about you, or how about you? Is an expression used to ask someone about their preference or opinion in response to what you have just said. Do you have any fun, fantasy type things? So here Rachel is talking about how couples might consider wearing costumes in order to make their sex life more interesting. Come on, you gotta have fun. Gotta is reduction of have got to. To have got to is used to express that A, you are sure of something or that. B, you think something is necessary. Somebody just called us on the phone. It has got to be my lawyer. He said he would call this afternoon. I'm sure it's my lawyer. It has got to be. I gotta go. It's late. B, I need to go. Ross, do you know what? What? You know why is an expression used to indicate that one is going to say something interesting or surprising. Did you ever see Return to Jedi? Return to Jedi is a 1983 movie from the original Star Wars trilogy. Jabba the Hutt, Princess Leia, This is Jabba the Hutt and it's Princess Leia. Jabba the Hutt, Princess Leia. In the movie, Princess Leia was captured and kept in prison by Jabba. She was a prisoner. Gold bikini thing. Ross is talking about Princess Leia's outfit in a scene where she appears wearing what he describes as gold bikini thing. It's huge, yeah. Huge is the same as very big. In the case of what Phoebe said, she means that the scene with Princess Leia, that's the moment when she stopped being princess and she became like a woman. As you probably noticed, Phoebe here says 3 times. One uses way is a discourse marker, which is basically a way to fill a moment of silence or to give someone oneself more time to think and continue with the rest of the sentence. Shonsa says the word like as a discourse maker, discourse marker. They published my paper. They published my paper. Guess what? It's an informal expression used before you give someone very good news. Be sure not to confuse this with the expression we explained earlier. You know what? Which we use to announce something surprising or interesting. Ross is referring to his academic paper, which is a piece of writing on a particular subject that is normally made to be published in science magazines and journals. Let me see. Where is my, why there is this one? Let me see. Where is my strong Ross Skywalker to come rescue me? Phoebe is shocking that Ross is Luke Skywalker is a character from Star Wars who rescues Princess Leia when she was Jabba's prisoner. There he is. There he is, a common exclamation in English used to show that you have found somebody you were looking for. It can be collocated with other personal pronouns, she, it, they, etc. with the same effect. What's another way of saying I was wondering? A, can you help me? B, I was thinking. C, I was imagining. So B, I was thinking. What does Rachel say next? A, wonder what? B, guess what? C, you know what? So C, you know what? What's another way to say rescue? A, save. B, capture. C, support. So A, save. Okay, that's it.